Adelina Tanchoco is one of our certified coaches. She's a life mastery consultant. Adelina had a master's degree in social work because she had a heart for people. She wanted to change people's lives. And every week, every month, she would see people coming in and their circumstances weren't changing. She was able to help them get access to resources and financial resources, but their lives weren't changing because she wasn't able to meet them, train them where it really counted. Adelina, as a master's degree, was making $43,000 a year. She drew a line in the sand. She said, I'm not doing this the rest of my life. I want to change people's lives. And so Adelina signed up for become a life coach with the Brave Thinking Institute. And it completely changed Adelina's life. Adelina today speaks on stages. She runs group coaching with people, one-on-one coaching with people. And this last year generated over $250,000 in her coaching business, changing people's lives. Adelina gets to spend time with her parents. She met the love of her life. He proposed at the Eiffel Tower. That's her and her husband's beautiful baby girl. Her name's Willow there. Let's bring this up full screen. There you go, so you can see it. How beautiful is that? Adelina is living a life that she absolutely loves because she made a decision. It was tough for her to leave the social work. That's what she went to school for. But she knew she was called to something more. Let me give you another example. This is David Norris, a certified life mastery consultant with the Brave Thinking Institute. Now, David is a great example of someone who outgrew his previous career because he loved what he did. He was the COO of a bank in Texas called Happy State Bank. And yet after 25 years, he had grown to the place where he was ready for something new. What David really wanted to do was he wanted to coach other executives, help them grow their businesses and their teams. But he had no idea how to do that. And so he was suppressing that desire. And David had put on 25 pounds. David's blood pressure has skyrocketed. David was having recurring migraines. And he said he was taking pain medication like they were Tic Tacs. Eventually, David made a decision, not knowing exactly how it was all going to work out, not knowing how all the pieces would come together. But he said, I have to make a change. This is going to kill me. My health is on the line. So David signed up for life coaching. And David began to live his passion. He began to coach executives. Here David is leading a retreat for other executives. David is living a life that he absolutely loves. David travels now with his wife. This is him and his wife. Let's bring this up full screen at the Grand Canyon, David Norris. And here's what's great. David lost that extra 25, 30 pounds that he was carrying. He says, I'm now at my fighting weight of 175. His blood pressure has normalized on its own, no blood pressure medication. And David no longer has any migraines, got rid of that, doesn't have to take any pain medication. And I believe it's a direct result of him finally letting life's energy pour through him. Because you probably know this as well, that when we suppress life's energy, it has to express itself. But if we suppress it coming through us, it will often express as mutated forms of life in disease and health challenges and things like that. And so David no longer has that. He's living a life that he loves. Let me give you another why now moment. This is Mandy Menzer. Now, interestingly enough, Mandy was living the life that she loved from a difference-making standpoint. Her calling, she loves health and fitness. She loves helping people get in touch with their bodies and transform their health. So she became a health trainer. And in working with people, personal trainer, and working with people leading classes and whatnot, she would notice something. And the same people would come back to the classes every week, every month, year after year, and they really wouldn't transform. Like their health, they'd go through little dips and improvements like this, but it was kind of this consistent result the entire time. And she knew that if she was going to really help people, she needed more tools. She needed to reach people at the level that true change exists, which is in their self-image, their internal subconscious self-image. So Mandy became a certified coach with us, got trained in the proven, reliable, repeatable system of transformation, and now has combined that with her health and fitness work and has gotten such radical results in people's lives that last year she was actually nominated as one of our transformational coaches of the year. Here she is as a transformational coach of the year finalist. And so all of this is about helping people change what feels impossible at one moment. For David Norris, it felt impossible. He was having migraines on a daily basis. He was in a job where everyone counted on him. It felt impossible to be living this dream that he wanted to live. Maybe for you, there's a part of this that feels a little bit impossible. Maybe for you, there's a part of this that feels like you're stuck and you don't know how to change. You don't know what step to take. You don't know how it's all going to work out. And here's what's beautiful. As a life coach, we get to live what we teach. The first person's life that you're going to transform is your own.